Hey, what's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
A radio host in Philadelphia has lost her job. Now, she lost her job at WURD Word Radio due to doing an interview with Biden with questions that his campaign gave her. Now, she said she was given 8 questions and she approved 4 of them that would be asked during the interview. Now, that took place on July 2nd, right after that pretty terrible debate that he had with Trump, right? So, of course, I guess it makes sense from the Biden standpoint that, hey, we need to make sure that he's asked the right questions that he can answer. Okay, great. So they did the interview and all that, and I guess her bosses discovered that she was given those questions, and this is what they said. After what they said, they parted ways. Now, I tend to think they told her you need to pack up your little box and go, but this is what they said. WURD Radio remains an independent voice that our audience can trust, will hold elected officials accountable. Lomax said, "This is something we take very seriously. Agreeing to a predetermined set of questions jeopardizes that trust and is not a practice that WURD Radio encourages or endorses as a matter of practice or official policy." So they're saying, what you cannot do is take questions from the candidate that they giving you and ask those questions, because that is not genuine. Now, of course, Andrew is saying that was not my intent. I hold the audience and all them, dear, and I want to make sure we're having the most authentic interaction and things like that, right? Is what she's saying. Now, she's been there since 2019. But again, she is not there anymore. Now, I agree with her bosses, because the last thing we want to get out to the public is that these questions weren't authentic. They weren't what the people, the listeners of Philadelphia would want to know. They were what the Biden administration wanted to be asked. That's just not genuine. And if you ask me, it's cheating. Now, we know of another person who shall remain nameless, lost their job at CNN behind giving Hillary Clinton's campaign, like a cheat sheet, if you will, okay? So, yeah, that's not a genuine experience. You're helping that candidate, and it seems like that you are going for that candidate. Now, if her bosses are saying, now, listen, we are basically not choosing sides. We want the listeners to be able to get real information. Yeah, you can't do that, because you taking those questions already sound like you in the fix with them. I got you. What questions you want me to ask? And you ask them. Yeah, that's not you shooting from the hip, and asking the questions that you want to ask. Hey, Biden, here in Philadelphia, we have this and that going on with the underserved communities, usually are Black communities. What are you going to do specifically for them? Now, that's the questions that I would have asked, right? But the questions that they did ask, I'm sure they were very cute and tongue-in-cheek and, things that don't really specifically speak to what Black Americans there in Philadelphia will want. And so, she lost her job, and I don't advocate for anybody losing their job, really, unless it's absolutely necessary, because I know people got to feed their families. But yeah, I think she should lose her job if you are helping the president cheat. He should be able to get it out the mud on his own. Go and speak to Black people in a genuine manner, not, just because I got these questions that I want you to ask. And then next, I'm going to move on to the next radio station, which is what they said he did. And they said that the interview questions were similar. So did somebody there receive questions and ask those questions from Biden that was already predetermined? Probably. I don't know for sure, but will they get down to the bottom of it? And will they do what WURD did and say, yeah, you got to go, sis. We don't want you to be over here cheating. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show.